as well that, sir, at the university level, how do you think students are selecting the subjects, and does it have any relationship with the skills or interests?
With
Do
the
we
skill,
have some different
repeat
thoughts?
please last part. Can you repeat last part?
Does it have any relationship with their skills or interests?
Yeah. Presently, as far as this selection process of the different courses is concerned, this is in a way largely decided by the faculty and the board of studies which are there in the universities and the colleges. And largely colleges follow the curriculum which is decided by the university. So as such, largely in India, we have a limited choice which is available to the student. And the courses are structured more or less on a, I mean, on a, in a way you can say, in the format which is prescribed by the UGC as such and the state government in the education department. So as far as this NEP 2020 is concerned, now this has opened a lot of opportunities and institutionalized the process in a way whereby the multiple choices would be available to the student. Now university have to prepare for itself for this purpose. In our university, at Chaudhry Bansilal University and many other universities, the progress has been made in the last, you can say, uh, 10 years or so in India, whereby the multiple choices, multiple, you can say, options are given under elective category to the student, and the different types of experiments have been done. Like we offer 11 hobby clubs: photography, dance, drama, music, IT skill, culinary skills, etc., which are offered under your platform as well. So I am very sure that after this NEP 2020, it is being implemented, then only the opportunities would be available to the student on a much larger scale. Presently, they are on a limited choices. And largely it is because of the fact that we have a limited faculty, limited resources in the university, and maybe central universities or good universities, IIMs, IIT, they are doing it. But the most of the state universities have not geared up to this challenge. But once it is institutionalized, as envisaged under the NEP 2020, the process would be much faster now onward, I feel. And I don't know under this platform, the what would be the evaluation system, etc. Because we have a system like in management, we have a say 100 credit is to be earned to get the MBA degree. So this university says, this NEP says you can earn these credit from anywhere. Maybe some credit from my university, some credit from Delhi University, some credit through MOOC platform, some credit from your Acadru, this platform, etc., etc. So what would be the process? So my suggestion would be that keep in mind the fact that these are the modular courses, and assessment criteria is followed whereby we can give some excellent equivalence, like it is a 2 credit course, it is a 3 credit course, it is a 4 credit course, etc. So that student adjustability into the university system become much easier in the time to come. Thank you.
Great. Mr. Abhishek Singhal, would you like to respond to that?
Yeah, thank you, Mudita. I think very valid point raised by Dr. Mittal. Couple of things come to my mind. Number one, selection of a course or a program, even today, in whichever limited opportunities are given to the students, is done with the primary objective that they are able to get better jobs. I mean, that's the hard reality of any education ecosystem. And that is something which is happening at IITs or IIMs or any other university in this country. Uh, Now, there are a couple of contextual realities that one needs to be aware of. I mean, 15, 20 years back, if you were graduating, there were 4 or 5 jobs that you would prepare yourself for: a doctor, an engineer, a teacher, a businessman, a chartered accountant, and probably that's just the end of it. No more. But today, the reality is changing. And I'm very, very sure that in 15 to 20 years from now, when the young ones from now would be ready for jobs, the nature and the kind of jobs will be very, very different. And therefore, it is very, very important to develop a multitude of skill sets, what are called as critical thinking skills, collaborative problem solving skills, creativity skills. I mean, the 21st century skills of today. And that can only happen in a multidisciplinary context. And I think to that extent, the Kadru is relevant. In terms of whether we can give credits to students if they were to do modules through a Kadru, yes, that is possible. We haven't designed a Kadru to give credits as yet. We designed it as an inspiration engine, which kind of which kind of gets a student excited about a particular topic that he or she wants to pursue. But we have built in a certification feature into the system very, very recently. We launched it about a week back. And I think very valid suggestion, Dr. Mittal. We can definitely build in a credit system. Once a certain amount of standardization and guidance on that would become clearer from the government, we'd be happy to incorporate that. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Yeah. My simple point is that under the university system, it has certain norms and in a way structured pattern, whereby in the time to come when we implement NEP 2020, then suppose I select a course from this platform, Science of Dance. Now this is a 4-credit course, suppose, and a student say I have completed this course from Academy and give me credit. They will ask for some equivalence in my university since I have earned or learned this and I have appeared for exam, completed all formality. So your platform can give some institution can give a equivalence or credit in terms of some certificate, and once it is produced to our university, we will take note of that. And this policy talks about creation of academic bank of credit. Academic bank of credit basically means you can earn credit from anywhere, and just you give the certificate to this effect, it will be added to student's bank account. And once a student earn the required number of credits, he would be eligible for degree. This is just one way. I mean, I'm not in any way saying that your is a platform which provide a lot of opportunity to the student to learn things at your own pace, interest, passion, keeping in mind the flexibility of time and the work environment which would be emerging in the time to come. Although, but still, I'm suggesting better to align with the university system and colleges, which would be a very large market in the time to come. And the university and colleges would not have sufficient faculty and resources to take care of this aspect, this multidisciplinarity. Limited resources still available.
A very valid suggestion, Dr. Mittal. I think my only point here was to have a clarity in terms of what kind of effort in terms of lecture hours or project hours required before a credit can be granted. And once we have a standardized policy in the country, I think that would make our life easier in terms of saying that, okay, this amount of effort would translate into 1 credit or 2 credit. And I think that's my only point. Excellent suggestion. We will definitely be working on that. Thank you.